I'm now going to continue my video series on memory with a tragic story. I want you to pause this video and click the hyperlink in the description below. After you watch that video, return to this one. I can wait. Okay. Obviously, there's nothing humorous about this video, and it will be easy to remember many of the details of this video. But some of the details will be hard to remember without humorous mnemonics. And that's what I'm going to provide here. We're not making the story itself humorous. We're just making some of the details humorous so we can remember them. And the more details you can remember about this story, the more likely people will pay attention to what you have to say. And we want people to pay attention to what we're saying right now because we want this story to go everywhere. Okay? I know it's kind of going everywhere anyway, but this is a way to get this to be a real conversation piece. Okay. Now, how are we going to remember the lady's name? Okay, her name is Nicole Allen. How are we going to remember that? Her name is a gallon of coal. So imagine a gallon of liquid coal, and you've got her name. Okay? Now, this cheap date, she's a cheap date, okay? This is a way to remember the whole story. Now, the cheap date part reminds you of the dollar store. Okay? Now, she is dating Ohio. She actually found this dollar store in Dayton, Ohio. Since it's Dayton, Ohio, she's dating Ohio. Get it? Okay. Now, she is from a town that sounds a lot like Kettle Ring. So you just imagine a tea kettle with a ring, and there you go. So that's the name of the town. So you imagine this whole town looking like a tea kettle with a ring around it. There you go. Okay. Now, she bought an evil stick. That's going to be real easy to remember, so we really don't have to use mnemonics for that. However, what about the name of the guy who sold her the evil stick? How are you going to remember that? Okay. Well, his name is Ammar Mustafa. Okay. Now, let's imagine that she, as a cheap date, goes to a bar to have this date. Okay. And sitting on one of the bar stools is a moose. So now we have a bar moose. And if you think about his name, Ammar Mustafa, and you associate it with a bar moose, it's going to be pretty easy to remember that. And that's how you'll remember the details. That way, when you convey the story, people will actually pay attention to what you have to say. Clever, huh? All right, and we definitely want people to hear about this story. We really do. All right, I will tell you more in a future video, so I want you to stay tuned.